Testing, testing. Can you all hear me clear, loud and clear? Can you hear me loud and clear? Testing, testing. Anybody out there? Awesome. Anybody can comment on the chat. So if you're in the chat, you're more than welcome to chat. And let me turn on my video. Hey, everybody, can y'all hear me? I get a little loud some days, but yeah. Some people tell me I'm a loud guy. I tell them that's just how I talk. Glad to see some familiar faces on here. Got it. All right. Let me go ahead and lower this. Oh, man. All right. Welcome. Welcome to Steps to Freedom. My name is David, if I don't know all of you, but I feel like I know some of you. And welcome to our event. I'm about to begin. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. Let me give you some expectations here. We're going to take a little less than an hour and 15, hopefully less than an hour. But if you have questions, you can bring them on and you can chat at any time with any questions. Myself, if I can, I'm going to be going through the presentation. We also have Ruth Gill. She's our recruitment and onboarding. So she's a specialist. She's going to make sure that whatever questions you have, she can be answering those. And anytime that you have a question, again, feel free to ask. So let's go ahead and begin. Everybody can hear me and see me correct, right? Let's see, can I get a yes from some of you? Maybe some of you guys don't know how to use a computer. We need to talk, all right? Let's get some yeses. Everybody, there you go. All right. Okay, I can see the chats. All right, let's go ahead and share my screen. Go here. We're going to share the sound for this video as well. And uh-oh. Let me share computer sound. Is there a reason for that? Screen right here. There you go. Got it. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and move this. Slideshow it. Perfect. All right, so you guys can see me and hear me. I can see my volume tester. I can't see the chat, so I'm going to be talking. But welcome to our Steps to Freedom event. Now, this is an event where I'm going to go through as much information as possible, as fast as possible, to give you some insight as to what we at Freedom Insurance can do to help you grow your business. So before I begin, let's go through a few things. Welcome again. Welcome to, if you're a Liberty Tax, if you're in Siempre Tax, this is perfect for you. And I'm going to kind of tell you guys, if you really want to get something out of this, I encourage you to take some notes, pay attention. One of the challenges that we face in this presentation is when I talk to franchisees or I talk to people who are looking to expand their product lines, I want them to take this seriously and write down the serious questions. I get a lot of questions after this that are things that I may have covered but needed to be refined or covered a little more detail on a one-on-one basis, which we will do. But please take it upon yourself, the responsibility to give me some attention, put your phones down, take off the Facebook, get off of Instagram, get off of the computer, and most importantly, get off of ZNet right now. Let's give some focus and get some attention here going, okay? All right, so who is this opportunity for? This is so important for me and you to understand. This is for rookies. This is for veteran franchisees. This is for franchisees with insurance experience or no insurance experience. Anyone who believes that they're not maximizing their resources in their stores today, this opportunity is for you. Now, before I go on, this isn't for people who are going to make excuses, who don't want to grow their business, who are looking to just get information. If you're just looking to get information, this isn't probably the right event for you. So I just wanted to give you the contrast of that. So what I'm about to share with you is how you can become an insurance and financial services expert in your market without having any experience at all or having to change your current office operations. This is one of the biggest challenges that we face when we get into this business is we think, man, we got to change everything. And we're going to talk about how that works, okay? So stay focused, stay and pay attention, and at the end, I'm going to give you a surprise. This is a big surprise. I promise you this isn't me just hyping it up. If you stay to the end, I'm going to give you a great surprise, okay? Here we go. So who am I? If I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you, first off, I'm sorry. Maybe we haven't connected at a Liberty event or maybe we haven't been somewhere together, but I promise you the moment we meet, we're going to connect. So my name is David Pettis, and I'm the founder and CEO of Freedom Insurance. What we've done over the last 5 years is get into 100 Freedom stores, which is Liberty stores. We were recognized as one of the fastest insurance groups or agencies, brokers today by Insurance Newsnet. We've been awarded one of the top producing agency awards for Progressive and Blue Cross Blue Shield. And we are the only Liberty approved vendor for insurance product sales in a store. The only, just so you know. I'm also a Liberty Tax franchisee and area developer. I've been in this business going on 11 years. I'm part of the $1 Million Club. I'm an area developer once again. I'm part of the National Advisory Committee. I'm the Region 3 representative, so Liberty Tax. I represent this region of Texas and several other states as a representative of the franchisee voice to make sure that corporate understands what our needs and concerns are. And I'm a former Liberty Tax corporate trainer. I used to do lead trainings and I've done guerrilla marketing trainings. I've done a lot of training for Liberty Tax over the years because I believe that I bring a lot of value because I know this industry very well. So here's a disclaimer. Over the last 5 years, I built a multi-million-dollar insurance and financial services business the hard way. And I say that because this is really the truth. I paid for what we call an education. I spent thousands of dollars training my staff on the wrong things. I would tell them to focus on one thing when it really didn't even matter, right? There's so many things in this insurance and financial services business that just you could run in circles without even knowing, chasing your tail, if you will. I spent thousands of dollars trying different CRMs and quoting platforms. CRM is customer relationship management. So that's like a Salesforce or a HubSpot. There's so many of them. I've tried literally dozens to find the ones that we wanted. And I'll tell you about what we use today. I've lost dozens of really, really great people because I made commitments to them, telling them that I was going to help them, I was going to grow them, I was going to do great things with them. And I was just so unorganized and I just wasn't ready and I was lost. I spent thousands of dollars, wasted payroll because I would put people to do things that just didn't matter, or I would schedule people to help do insurance stuff and they just weren't ready. And I've had to invest thousands of hours of trying to figure out this whole thing myself. This was a huge pain, and I'm telling you, it's what I call my education. I really did this. I just burned cash, right? This is what it ends up to being today. I just burned a ton of cash. And I did a lot of those things wrong. I didn't know what I was doing. I invested wrong, if you will, and it really hurt me as I grew. It's one of the things that I noticed over these years is that I am not able to scale my business if I continue to do these things wrong. So what I learned is I did a lot of things wrong. And I call all this my tuition. It's what I had to pay to play, if you will. And it really helped me a lot because it paid off. It really paid off. And what it did is it helped me to build the freedom system. And that's what I'm going to share with you today, the freedom system. But before I get into that, let me set some tone here, because this is what my imagination suited me to say, because I want you to go with me here. Please, playful out here. And I want you to close your eyes and think about what I'm about to share with you. Really close your eyes. I mean, I got to read, so I'm going to keep my eyes open, but please close your eyes and think about the things that I'm about to share with you in hopes that you'll understand where I'm coming from. So number one, I want you to imagine a year-round business. If you're closing your eyes, imagine what a year-round business would look like. Now, don't think about the work. Think about how would that feel to you? How would it feel to have year-round customers coming through your doors? How would it feel if you had retention of great employees? Imagine those great people that you trust and love right now, if they could stay with you year over year, instead of saying, I'll see you next January or December, or I'll see you during tax school. Imagine an experienced staff that you can employ year round, because this is the key and the challenge. We get to something called, right here, watch, imagine, we had tax school, and we do tax school every year because why? We need to get people who want to work, and we also have to get people experienced or trained if they don't have experience. And it's so hard. Imagine a stress-free tax school because you have people who work year-round with you, that you don't have to worry about it. Imagine most offices just need 2 to 3 key people. Imagine if you had those 2 to 3 key people year-round. So when you got to tax school, if you did do a tax school, it would just be to fill 1 or 2 positions. How stress-less would that be? Imagine an increase in customer retention year over year. Just so you know, just to give you some clarity, I've increased my customer retention on average 8 full points a year. 8 full points, not percentage points, full points for the last 2 years consecutively. How have I done that? I've done that through insurance and financial services. Real profit from tax season. This was something I've always dreamed of, right? Imagine right now, look, I just got into, we're hitting April. We hit April, we've had money deposited into my bank account. Now, of course, we have operating expenses and all those things, but imagine leaving this tax season with the money that you actually have right now. What if you could just keep it? What if you didn't have to blow it all between here and December on rent and water and light? Imagine all that. Imagine if you could just keep this money because you had other revenue streams. More time with your family because, well, you had people who watched your store, people who grew your business. You leverage people. Imagine all that happening in your stores. That's exactly what I imagined when I got into Freedom. That's exactly why the system was created. Freedom was created to have all these things happen for you. And imagine doing all this or having to get all this without having to make another $60,000 investment. You see, if you're like me, when we got into Liberty Tax, back when I got in, there wasn't any financing. I had to put up $40K, and then I had to put up the $20,000 to do the build out in the offices and everything. And you know, with the cost of build out and the cost of signage and the cost of goods today, it's probably more like $70,000. I'm just undershooting you. Imagine having to get all that without having to invest the other 60. That's what I dream of every day, because I could get into so many stories about how much expansion I've done, because I've been up to 14 stores before. And imagine what that cost me in time, energy, headaches, right? Stress. I could do all this without having to make another $60,000 investment. Wow. So here's my disclaimer to you. Results may vary. What I'm about to share with you is the system I've created to help insurance, or for you to sell insurance and financial services in your business. This system was for those who take their business seriously and want their business to grow to the next level. Results vary depending on your attitude and your commitment. If you really want something to happen in your life, you'll find a way. If you don't, you will find an excuse. And trust me when I tell you, there are a lot of people who make excuses, but I want to work with winners, people who want to make more in their life, make more money, make more results, make more successful people. So this is an investment opportunity. I want you to know that hands down. There's no freebies here. I'll tell you, when I first started this, we used to have this as a just join kind of business. And today it's not that way, because I realized if you really were committed and you wanted to grow yourself, you would make an investment, because if you're invested, so am I. And so this is an investment opportunity. So if you're not here to make an investment, if you don't think making money costs money, I'm sorry, this isn't for you. So before we get into the actual system, I want to talk to you about the 3 most common reasons people, or franchisees specifically, don't offer insurance and financial services. These are the 3 things, to be quite honest with you, that I had to overcome before I decided to make this investment. Sorry, guys, I'm thirsty. All right. So the most common reasons that I have found, because these were mine, well, we think we have to go recruit insurance agents and increase our payroll. That's the #1 thing most franchisees think about, payroll. And I get it, because that's what I did. We think we have insurance, or we think that insurance is all about sales, and we just aren't salespeople. And last but not least, we think our business is complicated enough, and trust me, it is. And trying something new is going to distract me from taxes and what we'll call vacations, because we're supposed to vacation for 8 months out of the year, right? Well, here's really what I have to think, what I thought about. I'm going to share exactly my mindset. Maybe you and I shared the mindset, and that's me right there acting goofy, right? We think we have to recruit insurance agents and increase our payroll. We think that all the time. And I thought that for so long, because insurance agents are hard to find. That's really a true statement. It's really hard to find insurance agents. If I don't know it, how could I even recruit them? How could I go to a guy and say, hey, join my team, and then say, well, I don't know anything about this, though, so you're going to have to do everything, and I'm just going to sit back and watch and collect a paycheck. Oh, yeah, that's going to sell real well. Having 2 different staffs during tax season is going to eat my lunch, literally going to eat your lunch and payroll. And we've thought that because it has happened. It happened to me my first few years. I'm not going to lie. I had 2 people there, and I was working so hard, and I thought, man, this is just dumb. Why would I do this? And I thought about getting out. Then I had a reality check. That reality check was, we don't need experienced agents. We can actually cross-train our team. We can cross-train our team. Some of you are probably thinking, well, my guys don't want to do insurance. Get rid of them. And I'll teach you how to do that. To be very honest with you, this is nothing personal, but I'm here. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I want to grow my business. I want to scale my business. I don't want my business to work for me, not me work for it. And anytime somebody says they don't want to do something in my business, that means they own me, and I don't own that. I don't own my business. So just so you know, I had a reality check. What else have you known, or what else did I know that I hadn't known before? So I used to tell myself, why don't I know insurance, David? And you don't understand this stuff. So how could you recruit people? And I thought, man, I didn't even know taxes when I got into this. Maybe you did, but I didn't. I got into the tax business not even knowing it. What else did I know? Going it alone is not a solution. I need an experienced partner. I realized that. And I started to seek out people with greater visions, greater experience, so they could teach me the way. And I want to increase payroll if I add insurance into my business. I'm just going to maximize it. You see, if I were to challenge you right now to go pull a call report on how many calls are being made out of your offices today, how many phone calls are being made, how many phone calls are being received, how many returns are being prepared, how many extensions are being filed. Let's just go on and on. I could pull some metrics, and I could say, hey, how many of these things are being done on a daily basis? And some of you would say, well, they did 2 returns today, and they made 4 calls. And I'm like, how many hours were worked? Well, there was 12 hours worked So what are they doing? Well, they're waiting for customers, David. And I would say, maximize that time by using insurance and financial services to make them be more productive. See, some of your staff may not like me. You're burning cash right now. I'm telling you, you might as well invest it somewhere else. You've already made that commitment. All right, next one. Insurance is all about sales, and you're not a salesperson, or I wasn't. Right? Sales is tough. I'm not a salesman. I just want to help people, David. I get it. Up there. I don't want to be pushy with my customers. Hey, buy. That's not what you have to do, by the way. I don't want to collect payments and be knocking on doors. Every time I thought of insurance when I first got it, I was like, hey, you want to make a payment today? That's not it, right? I used to think these things. Oh, it was such a reality check for me when I realized that sales is a life skill you must have. We all have to have sales skills. And if we don't have sales skills, I promise you, you're reaping no benefits, right? Your commissions or your customers buy insurance somewhere else anyways. Trust me, if you don't sell it, somebody else is. Trust me, they're going somewhere else. You've got a storefront that you're not even maximizing. 8 months out of the year, you're doing 1 to 2 to 5 returns a month. Maybe you're doing 20, who cares? Keep on going. Tell me how many you do, and I'm telling you right now, you have a storefront that's not being maximized. You already have a book of business. The current customers that walk through those doors are already your clients. You can do business with them. You don't even have to go out. I mean, imagine every insurance agent that's in business today. A guy who's at State Farm or Allstate, all these captive agencies or an independent, they had to build a book and then go find a location. You're doing it opposite. You've already got a book you're going to get, and now you're just going to take advantage of that location. We don't sell people. We help people. All right, tax season is complicated enough, and trying something new will distract me from taxes and vacations. How many of you like vacations, right? Say yes. Say yes if you like vacations. So I could probably focus on, I can't possibly focus on 2 different industries. This was a mindset of mine. I kept on thinking, well, how am I going to make sure that I understand all insurance and all taxes when taxes changes all the time? I used to think that. And then I thought, oh man, I'm afraid to confuse my customers with a different message. Or I don't want to distract myself or my team. Our operations are only structured for taxes. I used to tell myself all this stuff. How am I going to go on vacation when customers are always looking for David? I used to think this all the time. Then I got this reality check, which was they're both financial services and they require our customers, and they are both financial services that our customers need. Knowing more makes us credible and experts if we know more. Insurance peaks and tax peaks are totally different times. Trust me when I tell you they follow each other though, but they're around the same time. Your office is already set up to add insurance. Change in every industry is coming, and those who embrace change will survive. But most importantly, I want you to know that I used to think that this wasn't something I could learn or do, and I'm telling you, it's so much different today. The difference between what you're doing now and what you could do is different destinations. Where do you intend to take your next vacation? Because of the income, because of the freedom, because of the leverage that you've built. These are the 3 things. So what I've learned is more services drive customers to your doors, period. Year-round revenue is better than seasonal revenue. You should know that. Creating a higher customer retention and employee retention is key to your survival in any industry. Doesn't matter. No national player is doing this. There's many mom and pops, and trust me, who wins in this industry? Mom and pop. And you need to maximize your current investments. So insurance and taxes are both time-tested, successful business models. Trust me, drive anywhere and you'll find them both. All right. I hope that you and I shared those things together because I really did go through this and I experienced it. Now let me share with you exactly what the system is. Hopefully this is where you and I connect a little bit more. All right, the power of a system. See, I paid my way to success in the Freedom system. What I did is I created an insurance system, a sales system, which is simple and easy. Even if you've never been in the industry before, our system will provide you with a veteran jumpstart to burn and to not burn cash. Now, here's a disclaimer for you. This system was created by a franchisee for franchisees. By a franchisee for franchisees. Let me stop and just share the story with you. You see, every time I talk to somebody who says, David, well, you put together a system to sell, and I said, no. In fact, see, what I did when I got into this business, when I first started into the insurance business, let me go back so you don't get distracted here, right? Put this up here. When I got into the insurance business, it wasn't for you, and it wasn't to grow into the Freedom brand across the country. That wasn't it. You see, I got into the insurance business out of necessity. My business in the Liberty Tax business was failing, and I don't mean it was drowning. I believe it was going down. You see, every year I noticed from 2008 to 2012, 13, and 14, I noticed my margins were just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. What do I mean by margin? Well, I used to be able to make all these outrageous fees. If I charged $250, I got to at least keep 190, 195 of it. Today, if I can keep 100 of it, it's amazing. So I look at the system, and I looked at what we were doing, and I thought, man, I'm not making enough money, and I can't just raise my prices to $500. Customers not willing to pay. So I started adding insurance products because the Affordable Care Act came into play, and then I saw that opportunity, and then I saw, well, there could be other products, or I learned about life, and I learned about other health products like senior care, and then I thought, wow, there's just so much more. Then I saw mom and pops doing it, and I thought, oh, they're doing auto, and they're doing notary. I could do that too. So I started adding and adding and adding, and I thought, wow, this is such a great model, and I started building and building, and see the sales part is the easy part. It's the infrastructure that I needed help with. So I had to consult with people. I had to test technology and strategies. I had to get the website up. I had to do all that stuff. And then I had people come to me from Liberty Tax saying, David, can you help? Can you help me? And I said, yeah, I can give you advice, pointers, tips. And then it just started being a snowball. People would ask and ask and help, and it was just on top of, to the point where I just said, look, I think this is an opportunity to help franchisees. And I think if I've already invested my time, energy, and money, which I've been doing a lot, and I still am today, I might as well help others do it. And at first, it became something I could do for free. And then it just didn't make any sense. Not for my time, energy, and efforts, especially when people weren't committed and dragging me down with all their questions, but not really helping me make any more money. I want you to know something. My interest here is to help you make money. If you make money, I make money. We're successful together. This isn't just about money. My success and your success are directly aligned. And if you don't succeed, neither do I. So this all started for me before it started for you. And now today, this is why the system is here. So let me share what the system is again. It's something that we've created for simple and easy uses. It's for, if you've never been in the business before, I promise this is something you can do. So what do? We're a general agency who provides marketing, support, training, technology, and access to insurance carriers all across the country. These are some of the carrier lines that we offer: life, health, service, senior products, auto, home, RV, all these things. I don't want to go into the details here, but I promise you we do a lot. There's a few things you should know about us. We're not a franchise. I'm not trying to sell you a franchise, and we do not have territory restrictions. You can sell anywhere you have a license. So if you're licensed in a state, you can do business throughout the state. And we know the tax and insurance business better than anyone else. I promise you that. I run a multi-million-dollar tax business and a multi-million-dollar insurance business. I don't know very many people who can say that. I don't know anybody in the Liberty Tax business that are doing what I'm doing today, nor in any industry or in the industry, period. So I'm telling you right now, I've got a unique system that we built just for this. So our partnership, what we do is we create a marketing and agent agreement with you, not a franchise, an agency agreement. And our system is easy to use and for you and your team, so you guys can cross-sell, so you all can cross-sell in your business to current clients. Now, my goal is to work with your team, not necessarily you. I know most franchisees are saying, well, how am I going to go on vacation if you're going to get me working? Well, I want you to understand it, but I'm telling you, we want to work with your team. So let me share with you what makes us unique and different. I want you to know what makes us unique and different. And if you get this, I promise this is going to help you understand our business a lot better. So here's our secret sauce, what we do so differently than anybody else. We have a closing the sale process like no other. The process of creating and closing sales between products like taxes to auto, auto to life, life to home, and so on and so forth. We work the system very well. We actually call it creating a memorable guest experience. This year we launched our own portal, and that portal was a website that you can install right onto your computer desktop, double click on, and walk your staff step by step by step on how to close the sale with the customer and cross-sell at the same time. So you could lead generate, add your customers into a database, which you can then farm after the sale of the tax return. How beautiful is that? Step by step by step. Our secret sauce continued. Training like no other, live in-person training events, on-demand video library, licensing, continuing education, catered to tax pros. And what I had to stop right there and just say, all of our training is to be taught to tax professionals. because we are tax professionals first and foremost. Everything we create for our staff, for you to get out of this. We actually have a training on-demand library with literally hundreds of videos from not only carrier training, but development training, sharing your vision training, team building trainings. So I could go on and on, but let me tell you something. One of the greatest tools that we have is training, and we provide so much, and we can even do live training with your team if we needed to. And depending on your state, we can offer state licensing course training as well. Our support is unlike any other. Industry veterans of all lines of business. We have live phone support. We have one-on-one trainings if you need those. We have team trainings. We have contracting support to get your contracts. We have commissions tracking spreadsheets, as well as commissions tracking that we send directly to you, and tax and insurance industry knowledge support. In fact, a lot of what we do is help franchisees learn their tax business better than anybody else. We actually have our own Z portal, and this is a portal that we use. It gets updated pretty much on a monthly basis with new and improved content. So for an example, this is where you would find the CMG portal. This is where you find your commissions. This would have training videos, marketing support. We have everything from marketing, and I'll show you that right now. Check this out. Co-branded, customizable, trackable, but here's some of the stuff. These are some of our newer posters. Do you know Flow? Or you don't know Flow? We do it all. We have pop-up banners, posters, talks about retirement planning. We have auto, home, health, fun, fast, friendly. Here's some of our interior posters that we use, right? These are things to motivate your staff. We also have, again, some of the up close and personal stuff. The freeway, copies of return, copies of endorsements. Here's some visibility items. So we actually have A-frames and banners, flags, progressive, more flags. We have building signage that we can give you. These are some of our buildings that you can actually see what we've done. Here's bumper stickers, magnets, table covers, pens, flyers, stickers, bags, caps, koozies, flyers, door hangers. Here's the actual secret sauce, our tabletop. This is our 2 years ago we used this tabletop. And the reason we don't share the up-to-date one is because it's part of our secret sauce. But we use an actual one-step system that you would follow. So the customer actually has a piece of paper in front of them or a laminated sheet that your staff has to walk the customer through so they can hear about the products and services that you offer. Meet Indy. This is our mascot, Indy, and as you can see, this is Lady Liberty on the left, and then Libby, our own mascot, on the right. We've developed these guys because, well, we believe that every brand should have a mascot. Technology unlike no other. We have comparative raters, web mobile friendly, customized sales tracking logs, customer management stuff, and a mobile app. So we have a website that you will be launched on, so you'll actually have the ability to go in and actually see your location. Customers can find you. You can actually create a username and logins to go through here and run quotes directly on our website. Technology, we have multiple comparative raters to be able to quote more than one insurance company at one time. That's so important, and it saves your customers and your staff so much time when you do it. ITC is our premier partner. Now I'm going to play this video so you guys can watch our mobile app in action.
Getting a quote on life insurance shouldn't be so hard. With Freedom, it's not. The Freedom app makes it easy to find the coverage that's right for you. Filter by coverage amount, terms, type of policy, and even price. In just 6 simple steps, you can search and find coverage from hundreds of insurance companies. Select the coverage that's right for you, enter in some basic info, and bam, that's it. Freedom will take care of the rest. Freedom Insurance. Life insurance made easy.
That is our mobile app, and if you haven't seen our mobile app, you can go to the actual App Store or the Google Play Store and download the app. It's totally free. You can't use the back end of it, which we have training videos and things there for you to use, resources, but you can actually use that to quote in any state. All 50 states are there. Term policies are available for you to use, for the consumers to use. On the back end, we have other products that they can share and use, but I'm telling you, it's unlike no other, and it gets improved on a monthly basis. We actually update that app, so if you've seen it before, it's updated on a monthly basis, so you're always seeing new enhancements that go through. Our network of carriers, national and carriers, local carriers, standard and non-standard, and we get you contracted with carriers all across this country. Here's a taste of some of the products: Mendota, Gainsco, Foremost, Empower, Dairyland, Progressive. Progressive's our premier partner, just so you know. We're a high producer, fastest growing agency with Progressive. In fact, we're part of their advisory committee to help make sure that all these companies are, are doing the right things in products. One of the things I would tell you about Progressive, we've actually worked with Progressive to build out their ITIN program, where they'll allow customers with ITINs to actually write business. And that's something we're piloting in our offices today. A Taste of Life and Health, really important. Health Springs, Allianz, National Life Group, Blue Cross Blue Shield, any of these companies we can write with. Our team, this is huge to me. Now, everybody on our team is a big part of our team, and I want you to know that I value creation to the team. And if you've ever met me or met any of my team, I hope that you can see the value that I put behind them. I invest heavily in our team, from infrastructure, technology, but most importantly, the people. I love my team with all my heart, and I say that because not only do they make this business run, but they also care so deeply about you and our success. And if you meet any of them, I promise you'll feel that. But most importantly, I hope that they bring the right tools and strategies to make sure you become the best you can possibly be. So let me share a little bit about our future. And this is really important to me because this is what I envision happening for our customers. So if you've ever been to a Walmart, and most of us have, if you haven't, you've been living in some other country. But even if you haven't been there in a while, you do know that Walmart sells multiple things. They do groceries, they do cosmetics, they do tires, they do eyeglasses and hair salons and nail salons and a restaurant. They have everything you could possibly need in one store. And why do they do that? Even banking today, why do they do that? Well, because they know convenience and speed matter above all else. See, many people think that the Walmart's going away because of Amazon. And I get it. I believe that too, because I order a lot of stuff from Amazon. But think about speed and convenience above all else. That's why you matter, right? I mean, Amazon isn't delivering your food. There's another company that does that, right? But they still have to go get that stuff from somewhere. And Amazon can't deliver to your doorstep from everywhere, depending on where you live and geography. Maybe one day, but not now. Walmart still exists for a reason, because people like to interact. People like to feel and touch products. People like to interact, right? That's really what it is. And they want to be able to do everything in one place. Well, I believe that we can become the Walmart of financial services. And let me share what those are. Here's some of the financial services, like if you would like a taste of the things that we can do. From credit repair to life insurance to auto and home, bookkeeping, consulting, health insurance, tax resolution, mortgage loans, business funding, Medicare Advantage, and retirement planning. Some of our core products right now, just so you know, you don't have to do all of this. This is just showing you what I believe is possible in your stores. Our core products right now are auto and home, life and health, and credit repair. These are our core products, and I promise you with these core products, you can do very well. But I can see you adding all these things as you grow into the financial services industry. This is what I call Freedom Financial Centers, not just Freedom Insurance. Freedom Financial Centers offers all those products in one simple, easy to find location that is convenient and fast, and above all else. So let me share with you some commissions. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate to chat here. I'm going to click on the chat just to make sure if you don't have any questions. I would love to hear any questions that you have. And if you get them as they go, please make sure you ask them, because we want to be able to answer any questions as we go. All right. So how do you get paid? This is important. Pay attention. All right. Come on. Clap your hands, everybody. I want you to get paid. And this is so important that you get paid. So pay attention here, because I'm going to share with you exactly how you make money. All right. So this is everybody's favorite radio station, WIIFM. And what does that mean? What's in it for me? So let's share with you what it is. Fair and honest commissions. You see, many people have been burned by the insurance business in the Liberty system. There have been companies that have come before us that have no integrity. I don't disrespect anybody. May have not had integrity, let's say that. And I don't want you to know that we do. We have fair and honest commissions. We pay our commissions monthly, and we give accurate and fair accountability to everything we do. So how you get paid in health commissions is very simple. We do a commission split of 80-20, simple commission split. 80% goes to you, 20% to us. This varies by state and county depending on the commission levels. I don't know what those are depending on your state and county, but anything that comes through, we make sure we share it. All right, next, this is for medical, short-term medical, ACA products, any product that is in the health realm, we do an 80-20 split. So whatever that commission level is, just so you know, I was reading the question here. Ruth will take care of you. How do you get paid with senior products? Now, senior products are Medicare Advantage or even supplements. These are fixed commissions that are paid directly from the insurance companies. They range between $200 and $500. They vary by state and county. Commission schedules haven't been furnished for this upcoming enrollment period, but I promise you, it's pretty good. Senior products are great. I know that. Next, let's get to the ones that you all really want to hear about. Life. We don't do any splits on life insurance. Hear me out. No split on life insurance proceeds. So here's how life insurance is paid out. Just to be clear, it's between 50 and 120%, depending on the insurance companies. So here's how commissions are calculated. Very simple. Everything is calculated on annual premium. So if a customer comes in or you meet with a customer who wants to buy a $100 a month life insurance policy. Now, I don't know what that's going to cover depending on the age. It may and sex may determine that. But let's say they pay $100 a month and they have 12 months in a year. That's $1,200. That's what you call annualized premium. That's how you calculate commissions. You get annualized premium and you multiply it times the commission rate that you're given. The commission rates are given by the carriers. They tell us where we need to start everybody at. We're just using 50% for easy math. Most commissions are higher than that. But 50% equals $600 commission. This is what you would make on one life insurance policy. $600. $600. So you can come back and reference this, but remember, it's a percentage of annual premium. How do you get paid in retirement products? These are tiered structures based on products and agent recruitment. It starts at 2% and goes up to 6%. So here's an example. A rollover. Rollover is a product of annuities. Annuities are something that you could put your money into when you want to move out of, let's say, a 401k or a retirement plan at some business or a former employer, and you could put them into a annuity. And what we do is we help you move them over. You move $100,000 into an annuity that earns interest, and interest varies. There's many products. Let's say you get 2.5% commission. You would get $2,500 in a commission. Now, this is legitimate. Just so you know, we do hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. In fact, last year we did over $1.8 million in just these products. So imagine that. All right. Property and casualty. Here is the split. Now, this is auto, home, commercial for your business because you could write your business insurance, recreational. How does it get paid out? Split, 75-25. What does that mean? 75% goes to you, 25% to us. Commissions range between 7 and 20%. Average commission is about 10%. So for an example, if a customer has a 6-month policy and they're paying $100 a month, what you would get is 10% of that. So 10% of 600 is $60. That $60 we split. 75 goes to you, 25 goes to us for the support, training, and guidance that we provide to you. So plus the agency fees that you keep. So what do I mean by that? Every state allows you to charge fees for copies of driver's license, for initiating the policy. There's always these little nickel and dime fees, but all those fees are yours. We don't touch them. You make all that money, it's all yours. We don't touch any of that money. So if you want to use it, it's all yours. So commissions payments are paid by the 15th of every month, and you actually have a portal that you can track all your commissions. It shows the actual commissions from the carriers. All commission payments are deposited into your bank account. All commission payments will be accompanied with commission statements. All commission payments generated by an entity will be paid directly to the franchisee and not to the agent so that the franchisee can make the decision. Woo! All right. All right. Ever felt like this? Say yes. Let me see. I saw somebody comment. Anybody feel like this before? All right. If you feel like this, I sometimes do. I want you to know that you're overwhelmed. We're almost here. We're almost to the end. The end is near, as they say in tax season. So if you've ever felt like this, say yes. I want to hear some of you say yes, so I know you're still on here and you're still alive and you still have a pulse. Say yes. Uh-oh. If you've ever felt like this, say yes. Say yes. There you go. All right, and that's if you say yes, I appreciate that. Thank you for continuing here. All right, let's do it. If you've ever felt like this, I know I feel like this all the time. So here we go. The next step is I have a question. Would it be okay with you if I shared how you can join the Freedom System? And I know all of you are excited, and I'm going to share with you exactly how we do this. So success is having a system, the Freedom System. I'm going to share with you how this works. Now, pay attention because this is very important. This is exactly where I talk about the investment. Pay attention. I promise this is where I talk about the investment. All right, so the system we created is an entity setup, the marketing material, the video training library, agency portals, the memorable guest experience training, and national carrier access, as well as cross-trained support team. This is what I call the Freedom System, and this is how you get access to it. We've created this system with literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, literally thousands of hours, and literally lots of blood, sweat, and tears, no joke, to make this system possible. The entity, the marketing, the libraries, the portals, the training process, the carrier relationships, all this stuff takes so much time. Trust me, if you want to do this on your own, I challenge you to go through the pain because it's really sometimes unbearable. So what we offer is to give you access to the system. And if you want access to the system, this is how it goes. To get full access to our Freedom System is $9,997. Now, don't jump off just yet. Just go with me. A one-time marketing agent membership of $497, total valued at $10,494. Now, I know some of you who are on here are saying, well, that's a lot of money, and that's probably not all I need. And I would say you're probably right to both, because most things cost money, and you're probably missing a lot of pieces. So what I did is I thought, well, what could I do to add more value so that you can make sure you're successful? I know most of you have licenses, but some of you don't. Some of your staff doesn't. What we want to do is offer you the ability to get licensed, or one person on your team get a life insurance or a property and casualty license to be able to make you successful. So we're going to give you a course to be able to do that. So what we offer is the marketing agent system, plus the marketing agent membership, and a course in either of the courses, Life and Health or PNC. It's $297 value. We're going to give you that. I knew this was valuable to you, and it's valued at $10,791. Now, I also know in order for you to get excited here and to be really compliant, you have to have coverage. It's called E&O coverage. I want to give you that as well because I believe you're going to need it. And what we'll give you is a one-year access to $373 value. All this is included in the $9,000 system for full access, the marketing agent membership, licensing course, as well as one-year errors and omissions. It's valued at $11,164. I know you need more. I'm going to give you a marketing starter kit at $549. This is a huge deal because you need this stuff. You need pens and flyers and banners and A-frames and window clings and pens. All this stuff is going to come to you. We're going to send you this because you need to have visibility. All this is included here. Again, you need to get this system, the marketing agent agreement, licensing course, one-year errors and omissions, and the marketing starter kit. $11,713 value. So I have a question before you jump off and get all crazy here. I'm going to share with you something because it is valued at $11,000. But think about it this way. If all this thing did was help you keep a year-round staff, if all this investment did, would you be willing to pay $11,000 to keep a year-round staff? Maybe you're thinking, well, David, that's a lot of money. I'd say, yes, it is. But could you invest that one time and have your staff stay with you forever? Would it be worth $11,000? How many headaches do you go through every year like me? What if it helped you build a strong team, bond, unity, a force to be reckoned with? Would you pay $11,000 to do that? Again, yes, I know $11,000 is a lot of money, but would you pay to have a team that is supporting you, that wants you to win? In fact, that's something I do a training on. I train people on how to build a team, and the number one thing I tell everybody is that I have a team that's willing to go to battle with me, because I'm building that team with them. What if it covered your payroll for off season? What if you paid $11,000 and then next tax season goes through and then you don't have any more payroll in the off season because all your expenses are covered with your income? Would it be worth it? What if it increased your profitability? What if I could take you from 19%, 21% to 25% profitability? Would you be excited about that? What is 5% to you? What is 4%? What is 10% to you? Is 10% of $100,000 worth it to you? Would you pay $11,000 to make 10 the first year and then 20 the next year and 30 the next year? What if it just lit a fire that you needed to be lit? Some of you guys, me included, need to have a fire lit under us. Would you pay to get a fire lit under you to make you move? What if it got you more focused? I believe this system is worth it. Some of you are here thinking, well, what if I could just do this to myself? For 10 grand, I could do it myself. 11 grand, I could do it myself. I'd say, is it worth the pain? Trust me, you couldn't do it for that price. For 11,000 bucks, I promise you couldn't do it. I promise you, you couldn't make the system that we have. Would it be worth it? Not having to find a partner? What if having to go find a partner, you're going to have to teach the Liberty system? Is it worth that much? Here's one of the challenges that I faced. You see, when I first got into this, I thought, David, what if I just went out and found somebody to help me do it, and then I have to teach them everything about my Liberty system, and then what are they going to do later? They're going to compete against me. I know the system. I'm not going to steal your customers. I'm going to help you grow your customers. What if it gets you 2 to 3 clients a month that you would have never had before to sell next year? What if between 3 clients from May through December, 3 times 8, 24 new clients. 24 new clients. If you charged them all 300 bucks, is it worth it? Is it worth it? It'd be almost 7,500 bucks depending on what you do with them, and then get them year over year because of it. Would it be worth it? Let's say you got 2 to 3 new tax clients. Would it be worth 500, 1,000, 1,500? What if you got 3 a month? What if you got 3 a week? What if you got 3 a day? Would it all be worth it? Would it be worth half of it? I always think these things, by the way. Would it be worth $5,756.50? If all you did is sell 3 life insurance policies in 1 month, you'd make over $6,000. Would it make sense to make that investment if you just did it to make 3 sales? You'd have all the knowledge and skills to do it again, month over month. In 2 months, 3 months, you'd be broken even and be positive. Think about the investment that you made in Liberty Tax for $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. How many years does it take to get that back? I'm only asking if it would be worth 5,000 bucks. 57, 56. Is that a smart investment? Because I thought about it. Is it worth it? So what I thought about is, would it be worth it if you got all this? If you got the system, the agreement, a course, 1 year errors and omissions insurance, a starter kit, $11,000 value. Would it be worth 5,000 bucks? Would it be worth 5,756 bucks? Is it? Yes or no? And if it is, say yes. I mean, is it really worth it? Could you create the support, the marketing material, the training, the carrier relationships, the technology for 5,000 bucks? What if I could do all this right now to start today, because we're doing a spring expansion at $49.97. $49.97 to do all this. Less than half. Less than half. Now, I know this is a big investment. By the way, I know it for sure because I've been here before. But I thought, let me share you with my surprise now, because I told you I was going to do some things. What if I threw in a few things for you, like a strategy session, where you and I will review your tax business together. We'll create an action plan. We'll set some SMART goals, and we'll find products that best fit your team's needs. I'm going to throw that in there. It's a $350 value for a 30-minute strategy session. I'm also going to throw in an agent boot camp. That boot camp's going to go over selling skills, how to generate leads on social media, growth planning, making sure you can build a team and a business, being loud, signage, visibility. How about building your personal brand? Would all these things work for you? Would this be something you'd be interested in? This is a $1,500 course because I do sell this, no joke. What if I give you all of that free? The course, the 30-minute strategy session, access to our system, our support team, the boot camp. That's a $13,000 value for $49.97. Think about this. I'm not even done, by the way, but think about this. Think about it. Is it really worth it? Could you do this? And you're thinking, David, it's a lot of money. Well, let's talk. Hold on. I want to recap this. You're going to get the whole system, the marketing material, the training libraries, the portal, the memorable guest experience training, 100% access to carriers and support team, all of this. You're going to also get the licensing course. You're going to get the E&O coverage. Just that's 300 bucks. I promise you. Go Google insurance agent, errors and omissions insurance. It's over $300. You're going to get it for a year from us. What if you get a strategy session with me, and I'm $1 million producer, $1 million club member. Maybe some of you guys are doing it. I've operated in 14 stores before. I've operated in 8 stores, 9 stores, 10 stores. I've had staffs of over 200 people before. You're going to have access to me and my team to help you grow and set some goals. What if I give you the starter kit? You're going to need that. A boot camp for you and your staff. You're going to receive full access to the system, a marketing agent membership, licensing course, 1 year using E&O, marketing starter kit, plus all these bonuses, the 30-minute strategy session and the boot camp, a $13,000 value, all for $49.87. Now, here's the last but not least scenario. I'm going to give you some coaching because I believe you could be successful in the tax business because I want you to grow your tax business. Trust me when I tell you that's more important to me than most things. Why? Because Liberty's changed my life. Liberty Tax has helped me grow myself personally for the last 11 years. And I'm thankful, and I want to help everybody grow in that business. It doesn't make me any money. It doesn't help me any bit. I want you to be successful. We have a 1-year membership to our courses, which are tactical coaching, marketing planning, hiring best practices, cash management, SAF, call center training, going paperless, building a team, a $24.97 value. We do this. I charge franchisees all across the country to help me, or to help them do these things. I'll include it in there. And last but not least, now this is new. I just added this just right before because I wanted to make sure that we had some commitment here. If you commit by Friday to do this, if you commit by Friday, I'm going to invite you to come to our national convention, which is Redefining an Industry, May 15th through 18th. It's a little over a month away. It's here at our headquarters. As you can see, I'm in my training room right now, but we're having a headquarters. We expect to have 50 to 60 people coming to an event where we're going to actually have carriers. We're going to go through technology. We're going to go through training, not just words. We're going to actually train you on some things. We're going to get you prepared. Go out and dominate your market. You're going to get to tour our stores, meet our managers. We've got some amazing things planned for you. If you join before Friday, this Friday, which what today's the 9th, 10th, 11th. If you join before the 11th and the 9th, I will include 2 nights hotel stay here for our National Convention 2019. If you join before Friday, I'll include 2 nights. So you can come down, visit us, check out our organization. You want to stay some extra days? We're right on the beach. You could stay on the island. You can go fishing, you can go swimming. We're in the Gulf of Mexico, so you're going to have warm water. It isn't that Virginia Beach cold water. I always tell people that, hey, water, man, come down to Texas. You've got some warm water, some good barbecue, and some fun. Come down to our convention. It's warm now. Today, it actually is about to hit 95 degrees out. It's going to be warm. 2 nights stay in the hotel. All of this, you're going to receive the coaching, the course, the E&O, the marketing starter kit. $15,000 value for $49.97. This is a spring discount. This price will change. This price will change. It will go up. I promise you it will go up. And it will go up because it's worth it. I promise you it is, because I have invested way more money in this. Way more. I mean, literally 1,000 times that, if not more. 1,000 times that, if not more. Right? I want you to be successful. Now, if you have questions, specific questions, you can email them to me, david@freedompolicy.com. I'm more than happy to answer those questions. Remember that this is a one-time opportunity to join us. Maybe some of you have watched this before. Maybe some of you have heard of us before. Maybe some of you are thinking, well, David, I just don't know. This is a big decision for me. I would tell you, you've made bigger decisions in your life, and I promise you this one is going to get you farther. It's a small investment for a high return. See, many of us will spend money frivolously on going out to dinner and doing all these things. We call that disposable income. And I promise you, you have some disposable income that you should invest here today. You know, you're making monthly income, you're making seasonal income, you got money in your bank accounts right now thinking, well, David, it's only got this much money. And I would tell you, yeah, you probably do, but you need to have your money go make you more money. I like to send my money out so that I come back and make more money. And this is a way to do it. You have to invest in yourself. Many people won't do that. Don't let an opportunity pass you by because you don't want to make a decision today. Indecision is a decision. And if you make this indecision by Friday, you'll have 2 nights stay at a hotel. You're going to get access to all this stuff. The extra coaching, if you don't do it by Friday, I won't include the tax season coaching program at $2,400 value. If you don't make that decision by Friday, I can't include that. You'll get everything else. I know some of you are probably thinking, well, I don't know, David, I'm going to wait till after tax season. Hey, make the decision now so that when tax season ends, you got something to do. So I can help you move forward, so I can get you on the path to success. I know we can do it. I know you can do it. You wouldn't be here if this wasn't for you. This is a franchisee system built for franchisees by a franchisee, because I know what I'm doing here, and I know I know what I'm doing. I hope you do. I hope you believe in me because I believe in you, and I believe in your success. So I know we went just under an hour. I'm excited. And if you have any questions, let me see if Ruth's already taken care of them. I'm going to go on here. Perfect. All right. Well, I appreciate each and every single one of you for all the time that you've given me today. And if you have specific questions, write David@freedompolicy.com. I promise you, I would be more than happy to help and support you in any way that I can. If there's something I need to do, let me know. And I promise we'll be reaching out to you just as well. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope and wish every one of you success. Y'all have a fantastic and amazing day. Bye-bye.